I am the Humble Seer.
Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So I'm going to do a reading on Kyle Rittenhouse. He's the person, the young guy that he went to court. There was the riots and he ended up shooting a few people and taking their lives. I think he took the lives of 3 people. And he went to court and he didn't get any prison time. I think it was in Kenosha, Wisconsin, or he came from there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's just kind of the layout. This is who I feel compelled to do a read on Kyle Rittenhouse. And I'm going to do one on his relationships, which will be, it'll be what it'll be. Gets into another one, it'll be the same. So this will just be any relationship that he finds himself in. Okay. So we'll do an overall, right? This is an overall. This is how Kyle views his significant other, and this is how they view him. Now, it's obvious that this young person has a lot to deal with. It's very heavy what he's dealing with, and it's not something that you just get over. It's a very toxic energy that he is carrying with him, and that's not going anywhere. He's just going to be dealing with this toxicity for many, many years. It's nightmarish for him. So this is the overall. Oh, death. The overall relationship is death. Death in the tarot is about divorce, endings, life-changing events, sadness. And these are what his relationships will bring him. Death, ultimately. See, there's a stigma attached to him. And even if someone supports and believes in what he did, it doesn't matter. He's a polarizing figure. And with that, there comes a lot of, vitriol, a lot of anger, frustration. It also comes with, thank you, you did the right thing, right? It's a mixed bag. But even what I get here is even the people that will tell him in public, you did the right thing, in private, they'll think of him as like just someone that they wouldn't want to associate with. So it's like what I get is 75% of the population out there in the United States just wouldn't want to be around him, really. Okay, so his overall relationships are death for everything that I just explained and then some. How does he view them? Judgment. Okay, the story's making good sense, and I'm sure people that are watching, are agreeing that it makes sense. So judgment. He's viewing them as judgy. Right? It's what I get is, it may not be I'm not your traditional card reader. So judgment to me is literally what they're doing. They're judging him. By being around him, they learn more about him and his reasons for doing what he's done, which he has not shared, completely with the public, which I suppose would make sense. You're not going to say everything. You're not going to tell the public what's on your mind, what you were thinking at the time, why you even did what you did. You're not going to share that with the public. You're going to keep a lot of things to yourself. But irrespective, the card that wants to come out and say, hey, is the judgment card as it relates to how he views them. Their judgment. They have judgment against him. And that's the operative word, against. This is how they view him. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Initially, this is, a lot of people get into relationships, like, you know how there's court cases, like, for example, for Ted Bundy. And, some would say he was charismatic, but whatever he was, even if that was not the case, that, people thought he wasn't charismatic, but there's always going to be those people that are drawn to a person like a Ted Bundy. I'm not likening Kyle Rittenhouse to a Ted Bundy. I'm saying that when people do things in the public eye that are, found out, and people are aghast by it, mainly just taking another person's life and multiple people. Because, he is, the circumstances are different. But my point in bringing up Ted Bundy is that, they always had their faithful followers, those women that would really want to be in a relationship because they view him as a bad boy. And ultimately, that is the type of woman that will get involved with a Kyle Rittenhouse, is a woman who views him as a bad boy. But once they get into it, they quickly realize that fantasy is, you are now with the person and you're seeing sides of them. You're seeing who they are. Good, bad, or indifferent, right? It's who knows how they see him. But the point is, they get into it and they see him as the Queen of Pentacles, which is good nature, a realistic person, right? Someone with good intentions. This is how they are viewing him. But that becomes that reality of everything that has transpired in Kyle Rittenhouse's life is now, part of their life. And it's hard to cope. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for stopping by the Humble Seer. Please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing, leave a comment below. And tell me what you think about this reading. And if you like what I do, buy me a coffee, which is in the description box below. Until next time, as always, you take good care, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.